cidade de Nova York 3 anos atrás.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Dá uma escolhada aqui primeiro, né? Negar.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Vou pegar aquela cafeteira ali.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
Ah, olha os livros dele, Alan Wake. É verdade o que dizem sobre a queda e a parada súbita no final. Eu fiquei na neve enquanto relembrava a série de eventos sombrios que haviam me trazido para cá. Uma reprise do meu próprio filme sádico. Uma lembrança do meu cadáver, sozinho no meu próprio velório. Mais uma vez pensando em metáforas, a mulher fatal já havia ido embora. Só permanecia o gosto amargo do beijo que me matava. Foi uma despedida tardia. 13 anos após a minha vingança, ela finalmente me alcançou. Eu aguentava a dor há muito tempo. Meu sangue manchou a neve em uma poça macabra que dissolvia os analgésicos espalhados, levando-os tranquilamente ao esgoto, misturando-se com o bilhe da cidade, fundindo-se com ela. Eu posso vê-los agora. Minha esposa e meu bebê querida. Eu cheguei. Examine os modelos da capa. Ah, tem que examinar o livro dele. Oxi.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over
Ele
my
passar por
dead
cima do meu
body.
cadáver.
The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Vixe.
Alan? Alan! Please check the fuse box!
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Poxa, tô na frente dela, ela não tá me vendo.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Hi, okay.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
A gente acende umas velas.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah.
O
If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Ih, chamou de mentiroso. Oh, que lindo. Bring Falls apresenta.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Como está se sentindo?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Por alguns dias.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Nada suspeito.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you.
Não. Fale com Sarah. Essa Sarah tá aqui. Sarah Break, xerife. Desaparecido. Richard Balk, Bruce Dunsky, Jacob Miller. Acampando, não voltaram. Nenhum contato. Se tiver visto um deles ou souber de seus paradeiros, ligue para 559932. Obrigada.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Tá, relaxa aí.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay,
Oficina do
roger that,
avesso.
guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Deixa eu olhar o bagulho. Alice viu uma sombra. Alice olhou pelo visor, preparando-se para tirar a foto. Cauldron do Lake era deslumbrante. Algo chamou sua atenção. Uma figura nas sombras atrás do chalé. Uma mulher magra de vestido preto. Ela abaixou a câmera e olhou novamente. Não havia ninguém lá. Apenas arbustos de aspectos vagamente humano. Ela balançou a cabeça e riu. Será que ela já sabia então?
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
How about you?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Pegar o celular.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing.
Estávamos
I walked out of the
brigando.
cabin.
Eu saí do
The
chalé.
cabin on
Do
Cauldron
chalé em
Lake?
Cauldron Lake.
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up.
Ixi.
Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there.
Olhe dentro do carro abandonado, deixei um presentinho para você lá dentro.
After you ditch the
Para de
cops,
convencer
you can meet
daqui.
in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Nossa. Eles estão sabendo, então.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the silk corridor.
The deputies, they don't understand.
Preciso de iluminação aqui.
I need it to be bright in here.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent,
Apesar de seu disfarce humano, descrever a presença obscura como ser inteligente seria atribuir qualidades humanas a algo claramente não é. No entanto, ela encontrou o único lugar escuro que havia na lanchonete. Um pouco de luz se espalhava pelo corredor, assolando-a, mas ela aguentava a dor. Por mais terrível que seja, o escritor logo daria um jeito nisso. Ele iria ao único lugar onde ela ainda tinha poder.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Passe pela cerca à esquerda.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows.
Tô precisando de sono, beleza? Só mais uma coisinha antes de eu ir.
Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Lá vai musiquinha. Meteu a musiquinha mesmo.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Ele fala manuscrito. Wiki in Lover's
The kidnapper
Peak.
fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
O sequestrador disparou sua arma uma última vez, e a sombra desapareceu na escuridão de onde havia saído. Viu? Não é nada demais, Wake. A ideia de Alice em suas mãos era revoltante. Estávamos na plataforma de madeira de Lover's Peak. A cachoeira e a montanha atrás de nós, as luzes vermelhas da antena de rádio piscavam de longe. Eu resisti à vontade de esmurrá-lo e me forcei a falar. Pode parar de fingir agora. Cadê minha esposa?
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Que sequestraram Alice. Então, ela não chegou a morrer, então... Saia da delegacia. Como é que eu vou fazer isso? Tenho vontade de nascer pela porta principal.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the
Nossa,
dark.
tá filmando o tempo todo.
Life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it.
Eu vou tô roncando aqui, cara.
Perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
Tá sentindo melhor,
I'd like to
Mr.
leave.
Wake?
Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent.
Sou o agente
If
dele.
you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Me tira daqui.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled
Pra
money,
ele, eu já
and he
estava
believed
sentindo o
that
cheiro
Alice had
de
been
dinheiro.
kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Acho que era a mina lá da lanchonete.
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Eu vou entrar da entrada do manicômio. Dá uma xícara de café. Eu não consigo ir.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right?
You rent cabins?
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Encontre o formulário.
Crazy poachers. Max here got his
Al,
foot caught
you
in a
can't
trap.
just go and
They're
meet a
illegal to use the
kidnapper.
You're not supposed to
Those
hunt within the
situations
park at
always
all.
end up in
That doesn't
disaster.
stop some
You
lowlife.
gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Peguei a
If you
chave e
have
vai
any
para o
trouble
carro.
finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. That's just crazy talk, Al. Al! Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Ele mandou ele
Okay
sozinho.
then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Just be
Vixe.
careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again. Achoo!
Vá para Lover's Peak. Spirk, velho. Pegar pilha? Oh, mas é claro que eu vou pegar pilha. Eles não tem um papelzinho aqui, né? Aí. De luz acesa, né? Que não pode ficar na escuridão.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Garrafa de café. Tinha um poço aqui, mas em fundo.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Barry nunca havia se dado bem com Alice, mas sabia que ela a amava com uma intensidade quase assustadora. Agora, algo havia acontecido com ela, e lá estava Al, com uma arma na mão, dizendo coisas pelas quais pessoas acabam sendo internadas em manicômios. Era como se seu amigo tivesse sofrido um surto psicótico e se desconectado totalmente da realidade. Isso deixou Barry apavorado. Barry duvida da sanidade de Wake. Ah, consigo dirigir?
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Meu Deus, vou ter que ir de a pé mesmo. Vai deixar a chave errada pra mim.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Lá vem a rádio de novo. Tem a munição de revólver. Vixe, eu vi, hein? Eu vi, hein? O maluco passa na janela.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deer Fest?
Quais são seus planos para a festa do Servo? Meus planos? Você faz as coisas tudo aparecer ser muito mais organizado do que realmente é.
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly.
Nada de corrida de sapos mais velho.
Check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore.
E aí,
I
Alinha?
just like to take my time and enjoy
GG.
a piece of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
E aí, lindo?
Well, Pat, that's
Oi,
kind of you to say.
A musiquinha. Tá louca aí? O cara passou pela janela ali. O cara acha que não vi ele, né? Susto, mano. Eu tô chapando, né? Drop water. Tá louco? Eu volto pra casa. Tá louco, eu vou ficar aí. Meu Deus, fiquei preso na cerquinha, cara. Ah, é pra lá mesmo que fica Lover's Peak. Lover's Peak. Lover's Peak. Meu Deus. Passando a casinha novamente aqui, né? Vixe, sangue no chão, velho. Crime de munição. O câncer é a cura da civilização. Night Springs.
Tonight's episode. The man in the mirror.
Quem foi, Capara? Tá dando risada? Tô dando risada que assustando ele buscou, vai?
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
And it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy?
Pelo amor de Deus, meus netinhos, cara.
Why would a guy like you
Só vamos, né? Chegar lá logo. Deixa eu ver aqui. Manuscrito. Nossa, só o tanto, velho.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Rose sabia que Rush estava apaixonado por ela, e ela também gostava dele, gostava muito. E ele a ensinou a dançar, e a vida certamente havia lhe mostrado o valor de um homem gentil. Ele era amável, fazia com ela sorrisse e se sentisse bem. Mas Rush não era seu príncipe encantado, e isso só trazia uma verdade intolerável à tona. Ela estava tão longe de ter uma vida hollywoodiana quanto ele. Rose Rush. Tem mais uma descrita. Morte de Rush.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
O ar do centro de visitantes estava pesado e fedia, como se algo putrido houvesse saído do seu túmulo. Rush não parava de tossir sangue. Eu não deixava de olhar para o formato torto de sua perna quebrada. O ataque fora violento, Max choramingava em sua jaula. Os olhos arregalados de Rush demonstravam medo e terror. Ele suspirou, Sr. Wake. Tudo aconteceu exatamente como estava escrito na página. Mentira que ele, o cachorrinho, morreu, velho.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty, damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Vixe.
Anybody? Help me! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone? Please, now!
Pode ter que olhar todos os cantos, mano, pra pegar esses bagulho de café. Calma aí que eu já ajudo você. Olha lá, tem outro aqui também, ó. Vai tá morrendo e eu aqui luteando. Stonks. Susto, cara.
Hello?
Nossa.
I'm back here. Hey, please help me. Mr. Wake?
Nossa.
Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew.
Vou voltar pra pegar.
So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy.
Bom garoto. Nossa, foi tão rápido, velho. Só eu dar uma saidinha que o bagulho ficou uma zona.
A presence so dark. Like the forest at night.
Uma floresta à noite.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Voltar a funcionar. Roach é atacado pela
The
presença
visitor
obscura.
center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
O centro de visitantes era resistente, mas o impacto deixava a fachada em pedaços. Rush foi lançado pelo lobby como uma boneca de pano e atingiu a parede com força. Ele não sentiu dor até tentar se mover e ver que sua perna havia torcido para o lado errado. Até sentir sua costela quebrada, perfurando-o por dentro. Rush gritou de dor e medo, receoso de que morreria sozinho. O bicho tá de brincadeira não, hein, velho. Papel manuscrito.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
No último momento, mudei de direção e me joguei no chão. O machado partiu o tronco de uma árvore. Eu me deparei com uma luz intensa. Meus pulmões arderam e eu estava exausto demais para me mover. Tenso, esperei o golpe final, mas ele não veio. Levantei minha cabeça, nada se movia na escuridão. Por hora, cercado pela luz fria, eu estava salvo. Wake chega a um refúgio de luz. Opa! Tem munição e pegar pilha?
I was too late.
Não, o cara bateu com
Someone had
machado, velho.
destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Oh, velho. Nossa, na cara. Putz, levaram o Rush mesmo. Nossa, levaram o dog também, mano. Vamos continuar na parede.
Don't feed the animals.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license.
Pesca no parque.
Obey at all times.
Rusty, no!
Never.
Vem,
Two bears and wolves never approached any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed.
Será que é o Rush, velho? Que virou esse bicho?
Leave your pet unattended.
Nossa, é ele mesmo.
To remove any historical artifacts. Park grounds. This includes even rocks. You may.
É aquele mesmo.
Even simple berries.
Caramba, transformaram ele no bicho, cara. Mas vocês deixam o saco, hein? Na moral. Na moralzinho, vocês estão carentes? Os caras chatinhos. Café Souvenir Shop, Visitor Center.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Você não tá louco?
I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Al, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Nossa, vai acontecer alguma coisa com ele também, velho. Certeza que ele vai abrir. Isso, vai no penhasco até você cair ali embaixo. O que tem aqui? Pegar papel manuscrito. Os pensamentos finais de
In
Rush.
that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Naquele último momento de consciência, Rush pensou em Rose. Ele era mais velho do que ela. Rose mal havia saído da adolescência, mas ela o fazia se sentir jovem e esquecer do fiasco que havia sido seu longo casamento. Ele ainda usava a aliança. Esperava que ela o pedisse para tirá-la. Agora, ela nunca poderia fazer isso. Nossa, queria meia 12, hein? Só recarregar a arma aqui que o bagulho vai ficar louco. Lover's Peak. Aí é pra lá.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Opa. Opa. Vamos ao contrário, né? Mountain Cave. Opa, 12. Caverna Mount Shine. Essa caverna foi sede de frequências e lucrativas atividades de contrabando na época da Lei Seca, 1919 a 1933. Costumava ser usado para armazenamento temporário de álcool contrabandeado do Canadá, mas às vezes o álcool também era destilado no local. Opa! Bem-vindos! Ah, a setinha tá mandando pra lá mesmo. Não. Susto, velho. Estão atrás, pelo baixinho. Tá vindo. O bicho até bugou. O cara pegou costinha, mano. Ué, um merda. Vou ter que dar a volta pra sair lá. Então bora. É sempre bom ir contra, deixar esses bagulho assim, ó. Barry conhece Rose.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al. Even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Ninguém em Fall parecia saber do paradeiro de Al, mas Rosie, a garçonete da lanchonete, o havia visto. Pelo que Barry sabia, Al desaparecerá da face da terra após sair da lanchonete. Rose era o tipo de fã que a odiava, mas ela realmente tentou ajudar. E ela era esperta, sabia muito sobre o que acontecia na cidade, sobre o Al e até quem a Barry era. Barry gostava dela, isso não era uma surpresa. Em se tratando de mulheres, Barry e Al raramente concordavam. Safadinhos. barulho que é esse? Vamos ver se não morre agora. Vamos ver se ele não morre. Quer morrer por bem? Morre por mal, então. Tá de brincadeira, maluco? Aqui eu fiquei mudo. Que lugar sinistro. Nossa, que cagada. Eu desviei. Deu 7 balas só, velho. Nossa, cara. Nada que acha que ia achar um bagulho de café. Cafeteira. Isso aqui. Wake viu o símbolo da tocha.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Eu virei com medo do que a luz da lanterna pudesse revelar. De repente, o símbolo de uma tocha mal pintada brilhou na parede através dela. Escondido ao lado de uma pedra estava um baú de metal desgastado. Estava lá por algum motivo, cheio de suplementos, pilhas, sinalizadores, munição, coisas necessárias para passar pela escuridão da noite. Algo deixado por alguém que sabia o mesmo que eu e muito mais. Caraca, então outras pessoas já passou o que ele tá passando agora. Interessante, interessante. Ixi, urso. Não basta os bichos, vou ter que matar o urso agora. Que isso? Nossa, foi na hora certa, eu ia morrer pra ele, velho. Mano, foi na hora certa, porque ele ia pegar pelas costas ali. Lovers Speak. Sei lá que Lovers Speak. For your safety. Tem nada aqui? Oxi. Deu pra ter alguma coisa ali, ó. Tem nada. Deu pra treinar a mira mesmo. A árvore de qual está o anel de crescimento foi extraído brotou em 1846, no ano em que o Tratado de Oregon foi assinado. Outros eventos importantes ficaram registrados nos anéis. 1853, formação do território de Washington. 1878, fundação da Companhia de Mineração de Brimstone e da cidade em si. 1889, Declaração de Washington como um estado. 1929, árvore danificada em incêndio florestal. 1970, encerramento das atividades da companhia na mineração de Brimstone após uma erupção vulcânica sobre Cauldron Lake. 1980, erupção de Monte Santa Helena. 1987, derrubamento da árvore por uma tempestade. Caraca, ela passou por toda essa história. A bichinha é foda mesmo, hein? Porra, bicho. Vamos ter que pular aqui por cima. Os elevador, que chique. Que chique. $2,50. Bom. Valeu,
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.